Florian Marku remains undefeated. Alright, he remains undefeated, lads. Issue is, he's got a draw on his record against a guy called Jamie Stewart. It's Saturday today. He took this fight on a Wednesday. And it's a draw. And Marku, I can't make out how it was a draw. Unless we forget, Marku had Jamie Stewart down in the second round from a body shot. And take that out of the equation, then the 10-8 round out of the equation, then we have Marku may have lost. This fight right here, I watched 8 rounds of Marku. Marku got hit a couple of times, it has to be said. This Jamie Hughes guy, going into this fight, he's 2-0. His last win was at middleweight against Mick Hennessy Jr. For those who don't know, that's Mick Hennessy, Shades Valley, the promoter's son. He beat him. Back in September, I think. So he was 2-0, come with a bit of ambition. He even said he didn't come to win. He came to have a fight, basically. Because this guy is a former street fighter. That's what he's told DAZN. I'm watching this on DAZN. He told the DAZN team he didn't care about getting the W. He cared about just having a fight. So he maintains his unbeaten record as the Florian Marku. I don't know how they... I know sometimes you might say, maybe they gave him a pity round. Or maybe they gave him a share of a round. That I could understand. If they came with scorecards that were like 79, 73, I'd be like, you give him a round, yeah, fine. He did land a few shots. The 5th round, he landed a good combination on Florian Marku. Marku is good head movement, but sometimes he will just stay there, square up too long, and he won't move his head, and he's open to get hit with shots. He throws a lot of hooks, very kind of Tyson Povetkin-ish. You can tell he likes the black trunks, everything like that. Doesn't jab a lot, doesn't need... Well, you always need to jab, but with his style, his head movement, the way he just kind of bobs and weaves, the way he stands in front of you, typical Mike Tyson style, a jab is not really... You don't really need a jab so much, right? I mean, this fight right here, how in God's name... I mean, I'm struggling here. I forget who the referee was in this fight, but how he was able to look at that scorecard and write down, 4-piece, it's beyond me. Well, technically 5-3, because if you take the knockdown out of the equation. I mean, if this is how the night's going to start, lads, how is it going to go from here on in? I'm serious. Marku, he's got that blemish on his record now. It's not a loss, but it's a draw. Shouldn't be. Let's see how he goes from here. Like, a few criticism I have of Marku. He does tend to, as I said, square up a little bit, stand a bit too upright, get hit a little bit when he shouldn't. This guy, Jamie Stewart guy, if this is him taking a fight on 3 days' notice, I dread to think what he would have done if he had a full camp. I'm serious. You can tell he's actually quite useful. The ironic thing, you can tell this guy is an opponent. He's a proper opponent, but he's quite useful. Like, he's not technically that good, but he's game. And he was game in this fight. And it's weird because the corner of Marku were saying you need to put it on this guy in the 8th round. They were saying that going into the 8th round. And I was thinking, do they want to put it on him as in to get the stoppage? Because, yeah, I could see why you'd want the stoppage. You've had him down already anyway. But why do you need to put it on him? Why don't you just... Because he was treating it as a sparring session. Some people could say, maybe he took it a bit too lightly, that he was too eager, or he was too happy to just, go and coast through. Yeah, but he was still... You go look at the fight. Look who was doing the better work. Stewart was landing shots here and there. He caught him with a few uppercuts and a few, hooks and stuff like that. But it wasn't anything major. How they scored this fight a draw is beyond me. I don't see it. I don't know how. I really don't. If this is how this car is going to start, let's keep going. I'm not gonna say I've been enjoying it. The DAZN commentary is not amazing. It's cracking. We'll leave it at that. Lads, I'll talk to you in a wee bit. We've got some other fights coming up. You'll be seeing a lot of me tonight. I'll talk to you in a wee bit. Peace.